Hey, it's Corey at Blue Plate, 3218 Mission Street. Come see us. Meatloaf, fried chicken, deviled eggs, Dollar Olympia beers. We're here every day of the week. We got a garden and we got smiles on our faces. Come let us make you happy.
What's up? It's your boy Theotis Beasley, and you listening to Talkin Schmit.
Hey. Talkin Schmit.
I'm already not watching.
It's cool, like tonight is the night.
Damn, this is like the coolest thing I'm ever gonna do.
I wouldn't say it was fun.
What do you mean, bro? Christian Fletcher's younger brother.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Big Dog's in. What do you think, Talkin?
We on? Schmitty?
Talkin Schmit.
Alpo macaroni.
Most of these guys, their opinion don't matter.
Talkin Schmit, right?
It's skateboarding.
I remember that.
Talkin Schmit.
What are Yuns doing?
Holy shit.
Skateboarding homies.
No, Schmitty, you can't jump in.
Yes, we have.
What is happening?
Let's hear it for Greg Smith. Yay!
Gregory.
Wi-Fi check 1, Wi-Fi check 2.
Hell yeah, everybody check this out. Been running around getting new computers set up, all kinds of crazy shit. And today I got a blessing for everybody. We got the homie. I've known this guy I was trying to figure it out, but I think it's close to 15 years or something.
Sure.
This is Theotis Beasley, everybody. How you living, Theotis?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm like ducked off at the crib. It's Sunday. Was Monday. Everybody out for the Juneteenth thing. They got something going on in like Leimert Park. So I'm just laying low today. I almost went, but I know it's gonna be overcrowded. So I was like, yeah, let me just chill today.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to get back to like the very beginning with you and hear your story, because I'm pretty sure you grew up around Hawthorne Park, right?
Yep, correct. Mm-hmm.
And so what was it like? How did you get into skateboarding living down there? Like, did you have a friend or an older sibling, or how did you get into skateboarding?
Yeah. So I'm from Inglewood, California, but I grew up skating in Hawthorne and a little bit of Inglewood, but grew up skating in Hawthorne. I was probably like 12 at the time, 12, 13. No, I was like 15 around that time, 15, 16 when I was skating at the Dirty. But anyway, my cousin, there was a family get together at his crib and we were about to leave. He was like, yo, come outside. I want to show you something. So he always had a blind skateboard. That was like his favorite skateboard brand. I don't know. I mean, blind was the shit back then.
For sure.
So it makes sense, but that's all he had. I never really got to ask him if he had any favorite skateboarders. But so we leave and it's dark. So bro kick flips off the curb. I'm like, how the fuck did he do that? Because I don't think I could. I couldn't kick. I didn't even skate at the time. So it was just like, damn, how did Andy landed it? So it's like off the curb. So I'm like, damn, it was. People always ask this today, like, how do it stay under your feet? But it's all timing. Like, once eventually you get it, you'll know it's timing. So I was like, damn, like, did you glue your feet to the board or something? Because like, how did the board stay with you? So ever since that day, he gave me a blind skateboard, just the board and grip tape. And I went to go find the trucks and wheels at my boy's shop in Hawthorne called JJ Skateboards and Threads that is no longer there. And skate park was down the street, so grew up skating there. I was super young, so I'll be the kid asking like questions like from the ledge, just watching. And then end up going out with the homies like my boy Yuri Esquivius, and Furby's from Hawthorne. Shout out Furby and Louis Lopez from Hawthorne.
Oh,
so and we got a good squad, and Antoine started coming up there. But that day, so like 2 years go by, I'm trying to nollie heel off this big three. And then the Baker dudes come by. Like, everybody's sitting down, but I'm so locked in for like 2 hours trying to nollie heel off this big three, just sticking it. But the impact was just getting the best of me, couldn't roll away. So everybody else sat down. It makes sense. If I wasn't skating, the boss is here. You had the boss pull up. That's that's a special moment. Who else came? I think Braden was there, the homie Flip, Nasty. And I can't remember who else was there, but there was a couple of dudes there. And I finally I finally landed. Drew walked over. I mean, skate over. Said, "Yo, can I check that out?" The homie Calvin was filming. He was like, "Yeah, let me see that." So he showed Drew. He was like, "Yo, before you leave, I want to get your info in the parking lot." And I'm like, "What? Like, is this what I think it is?" Like, yeah. So I was shocked. I'm like, "Damn, like this is like unreal." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up." So it's so crazy because a little bit after that, I ended up moving from Inglewood where I stayed. No, I was in Lawndale at the time. No, I was in Inglewood. Then I ended up moving to Lawndale. So I happened to go in a skate shop over there, and it was like, "Yo, Andrew Reynolds came in here looking for you." I'm like, "What?" Like, it meant the world to me because he went out his way to like come look for me. Like, he didn't have to do that. So that meant everything to me. So it's just like every time I tell him a story, like I get teary eyed. So I got the number. I called him. It's like, "Yeah, bro, we've been looking for you. We're working on Baker 3. We want you to have some tricks in it." And we didn't have that much time, like probably 3 or 4 months. So me and the homie Rami Issa, we got what we could get, and we just shared a part. And then everybody like, who's these 2 kids? And it opened up the doors for us, obviously.
So you kind of came out in Baker 3 as kind of like the new Baker kid?
Yep. Yeah. So when Baker 3 came out, when was that, like 2005 or 6?
Yeah, probably.
One of those. Yeah, 5 or 6 for sure. And yeah, I mean, Baker's been a shit, always will be. So people are like, "Damn, who is that?" Like two new kids. So people want to obviously tune in. So just over the years, it's been great. From there, him seeing some in me.
At that stage in your life, did you already know who Andrew Reynolds was? Did you were you looking through mags and looking at videos? Did you know a lot of who skaters were at that time?
Yeah, you know what? Like around that time when I was trying to nollie heel flip, I kind of knew who everybody was.
Okay.
Except for the homie Flip. He was like Flip for Baker, but I'm like, obviously like one of the close homies if he around him. But like, yeah. So like I feel like Dustin was there too. I think Dustin was there too. And yeah, I knew who Andrew Reynolds was, but it was like I was so locked in that I wanted to land this trick. So I was trying to before they got there, and that was the goal for the day. I think we was trying to film for a sponsor meet day, but we're doing tricks in the skate park and a little bit of stuff in the streets. But yeah, definitely knew who that was for sure at the time. That's why when he was like, "Yo, come to the car," and I was like to the parking lot, and he wrote down my address and my number. So yeah, I definitely knew.
Okay. And what do you remember?
Knew who that was.
Do you remember the first time you got to go on a trip with the crew?
Dang, yeah, we went to so many. What was the first trip? I mean,
were you going on trips as a little kid? Like right when you got on, did you start like go traveling?
You know what? I had homeschool. While I was going to regular school, my sister was like, "All right, well, you got to give me a diploma. If you give me a diploma, you could go on trips." And I'm like, "Damn." All right, so I had a goal to reach if I wanted to make this happen because my mom moved to Alabama, but she lives out here now. But my older sister's like, "Yeah, I'm bringing you on in, my daughter. Like, I don't have to be taking care of you." I was like, "Yeah, I know." She's like, "Just do that for me, and you could go do what you did, do what you want to do with skating." I did that, but I feel like maybe the first trip was like an Altamont trip.
Oh,
no, that can't be because I was getting crew flow at the time, Baker. So, dang, that's a good thing. It's been so many years. I wonder what was the first Baker trip, to be honest, that they took it from.
Had you been on an airplane yet?
Around that time, you know what? It might have been just like in the van, like somewhere local to go, like a couple hours out. I don't think I even like got on a flight around that time. I don't think.
Do you remember getting on a plane for your first time, like flying somewhere?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it was like an East Coast trip, and I do remember that. We had like Shane Hill, we had like everybody. It was like a Baker as a Death Wish trip, but we were going different places. So obviously we flew there and we drove the van to different cities, which is the best thing ever. It's like skating changed so much, but you don't really do that as much no more. Some people still do ever since COVID, but yeah, it was something like that. We just went to city, and it was dope. All the shops, all the kids were cool doing the demos, signings. I miss those days.
That's like the heyday too. That's like when shit's blowing up everywhere you show up. There's like lines of people and like, like people were ready for you guys to get there.
Oh, they going crazy. I'm talking about like for the homies that would smoke weed, they like giving out free weed to the homies on the team. I'm like, they got the 12 packs ready, 24 packs. They just ready. It's crazy. Like I've seen some crazy stuff like on some trips. Like, I mean, shit, they love us. They Baker fans, so they be nuts. Like now I'm talking about drugs and them, but it's just like they will like shit. We talking Schmit on here, so we can do that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like they will let you like if they girl was like fanning, they'll let you like get at their girl, and it's like, yo, bro, don't go too far. I know you're a fan. Don't let the homies try to take your girl now. Come on, dog. You got to be a little bit more secure with that. 'Cause the homies might get her. But don't. Everything else, they'll smoke a joint with you or sip a beer or something. But like, don't give up your girl, dog.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, please.
Oh my God.
And I'm young, so that and I was of age, but I was still young. I'm like, damn, I knew better. I'm like, yo, I can't do that. Can't give up your girl.
No.
Yeah,
Never.
man. So it was crazy. That was like one thing that always stood out. Like people would be down and like just give their girl up for the night.
Damn.
Like,
Whew.
yeah.
What's some of the early stuff that you remember seeing, like maybe filming for a video part or going to demos or something? Is there anything that sticks out that you're like, dude, I was there when fucking, I don't know, Greco fucking back 360 to triple set or something that you were just like, holy fuck, like, you know, like early on seeing some high level skateboarding?
You know what? All the Wilshire 15.
You were there?
Sessions. Yeah, a lot of the Jim Greco ones, like him going there like super late, like security, like offering him a couple $100 to skate. If I was a security, I'll take it. I had that to my check. I'll take it, but they're like, nah, y'all gotta leave. Or sometimes they're like, all right, you got 15 minutes, but you might get it depending on how you feeling that day. And just the one thing that does stand out that I would never forget, and I'm so glad to see bro again. But just I was there for the heel flip, the Wilshire 15.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Antoine. How he like came so close to the rail, it almost looked like he was about to like land on top of it. But yeah, that was a special moment. What else? Dang, I've been there for so many things. What else? Eric Ellington sessions. It's just so many tricks that I can't even think of that it's been so long. And I should know. But I definitely remember the heel flip. I was there.
Okay.
Because we were just like, yeah, we're too young to be skating. That was a little bit too big for us to be skating at that time. So we skated the TM him around me. Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, that stands out. The heel flip was just, yeah, it's crazy.
So then you went to Phoenix Am, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did that kind of help like getting some contests? I remember you would go to some of the contests, maybe Do Tour or some of those ones. Did that stuff kind of help you like get out there more and then like other sponsors come in? Like how does the Nike sponsors show up and then like some of your drink, like you start getting boom,
like,
boom, boom.
Yeah, it was crazy left to right. Yeah. Definitely skating Cowtown, skating the Phoenix Am for sure. That definitely helped. I was out there a couple of times, but I feel like most importantly, that helped a lot was like skating Tampa Am, because we all in the warehouse. Shout out to the Tampa homies, the border homies. Yeah. So like everybody could see one trick, because Phoenix Am, you outside, so you might miss something. It's so big, but Tampa, everybody locked in. Like you on the mic, they on the mic, so like everybody could see you dropping in, doing your thing. So that definitely opened the doors. And I just remember America flew me down there, and then I remember you remember Andy Henry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out Andy, shout out Big Bro.
He's living in San Francisco now.
Oh, he is.
He's here. Yeah.
Okay, dope. Man, I love that dude. So he took care of me like early Nike days. Obviously, the reason why I got on Nike is shout out Hunter. Yeah, Hunter is the reason.
Hunter's the homie.
Yep, exactly. Fucking right. One of a kind. Rare individual. Shout out Hunter. Yep. So remember, America flew me down to Tampa Am, and Nike was interested. Andy then was like, yo, put these on. Like, skate around like while you practice, and I'm like, like I can't, like America flew me out here. So they obviously knew who Jeff Henderson was. So they gave him the shoes, like, yo, we got some shoes for Theo. So they were kind of confused, like, huh? Like, what is this about? So when I got done practicing, we was going back to the hotel. They was like, yo, what's up with this Nike situation? I'm like, they seem interested. And I'm like, they was like, all right, well, that's dope. Like, we ain't gonna tell you not to do it, but we won't be able to do what it's offering, that's for sure. And I'm like, yeah. And at the time, it wasn't really like they didn't have like a position to get me on the team America, and I wasn't tripping. But I was like, yo, that's good to know. And Nike was ready to go. So it's like I got back home and I was still in America, but I was trying the shoes. They gave me 2 pair. I tried them, and I remember getting a steel one. I like switch front heel this 10 at Maricosta. And I'm like, dang, these Nikes is kind of fire. Like, they got the good impact. They look dope, of course. And a little bit after a couple months, I'm like, called America. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this Nike thing. And it was like, yeah, like, we ain't gonna tell you not. Like, you got a life to live. Go ahead. I think that's great for you. So just because they couldn't do too much, but they could always give me shoes, but America couldn't really, like, put me on the team or do anything. So I was like, yeah, for sure. And I got on Nike kind of fast. Hunter called me, and I used to always have a problem when somebody would be like talking to me. I'd be like, And people used to ask, like, not even just skater homies, they're like, bro, are you even listening? I'm like, yeah, I'm hearing everything you're doing, saying. But they're like, bro, like, you can't. And then they'll ask me what they told me. I'm like, bro, I told you I'm listening. It just was a habit. And I used to always like, bro, I used to always like pray, like, yo, can I stop saying And it just one day went away. But Hunter called me. I'm at home. It's like, yo, I want to send you up to Portland. I want you to shoot an ad. You and Matt Beach. Shout out Straight Away. We got on at the same time. Shout out my brother Matt Beach. Yeah. And it was like, it was quick. We went to Portland. Like, he hung up, and I'm like, damn, did he just say he wanted to shoot an ad? Because that was like the stages. I'm like, damn, so what did he really say? I'm like, that's what I think he said. Sure enough, we went to SAC, tried big killing that triple set out there. Was coming close, was catching it, but I don't know if I stuck one or not. I can't remember. But then we went to that green rail on both sides that everybody skate. Miles Silver's everybody. And I kickflipped over it for the shoe called the Veloce, and people thought that was like my signature shoe, because it came in 3 colors. But at the time, the shoes didn't really last long because they didn't sell well. But at the time, I didn't even know Stefan kickflipped over that way back in the day. So we had I think he had an ad kickflip in the back in the day, so it's kind of funny. But that so happened to be my introducing ad. But yeah, so me and Stefan, so that was crazy. And then ever since there, it was just like, it took a while because Drew, Neck Face, and Beagle was on Hunter 24/7, but Hunter was so busy, like, yo, what's up? Like, we got a new skater on Baker, like, he trying to get some Nikes, this and that. It's so hard to get a hold of Hunter, and we finally got a hold of him, and took a couple months, but Drew Beagle and Neck was on Hunter, and they made it happen.
Damn. Stop.
Yeah. They was on him 24/7 every other week.
So did you get on Nike before you went pro?
Yep, I was on Nike before I went pro for sure. Yep.
Okay. And what was the scenario when you went pro? Was it a surprise? Like, I know they've done some of those ones where it's like a video premiere, and then all of a sudden the boards come out. And what was that for you?
Yeah, you know what? We was filming with Chris Wade, the Not Another Transworld video. One of my favorite Transworld. It's a lot of them, but yeah, not just because I'm in it, but that was a good video, good squad. Like, got to travel with them, and game with Chris Ray is always fun. So we had the premiere, and I get there, it's Shake John Towers that said Theotis is pro as fuck. And I'm walking around like, got teary eyes. I'm kind of like in tears because I'm like, damn, is this what it is? Like, you don't see no skateboards. I'm like, damn, like, this is weird. Like, why everybody got yellow towels on they table with Theotis is pro as fuck? So I'm like, what the hell? So, and then later throughout the day, I'm like at the table. So one of the homies come up, forgot who. They was like, yo, you gonna do a speech tonight? And I'm like, what? I don't even know nothing about a speech. Like, what am I supposed to be saying? Like, why am I doing a damn speech? I don't know what the fuck going on. So I got up there, really didn't have to give a speech. It's just like be on stage and Maybe I did give a speech. I don't remember. And it was just a lot of people because all your homies in one room, but everybody's staring at you. I don't know if I did a speech because I don't know what I would be saying, so I don't think so. And then somebody came out, can't remember, and then boom, a couple seconds later, Drew comes out. Everybody come out with the board. Then they called my family on stage, and they had my name. It was crazy. So it was just it was a little bit before the premiere started.
Okay.
They came out with my boards with my name on it. Obviously, when you go pro, you get your name and then you get a graphic board. Yeah, so it was crazy. It just broke down in tears. All the homies took home boards. I didn't even get to take one. I had two, but the homies robbed me, so I went home with no board. But then I didn't get to take one home. But yeah, that was a special night. It was crazy. It was just so much love. Yeah, bro, it was weird. It was like, damn. This is really what it was. Once I first walked, Sing Towels. I was already in tears because I didn't know, back then, they would surprise you. Now they'll kind of tell you, like, you're going pro. Like, now it's not really so much. Those are the good days where you would be surprised. I'd rather get a surprise than get told. Like, I want to work hard and be like, yo, you deserve this. Here we go. With you out without you knowing. So that's the best reward.
Yeah, and you got your peers there kind of just like giving it the stamp of approval, right? Like you see like the other dudes and they're like, yeah, and you're like, okay, it's a family. Like it's more than just getting a board. It's like becoming like a significant part of this group, like going from am to pro with the Baker boys or whatever.
Right. You got your whole family in the building. So it's like a very special moment. Of course, it's going to be sentimental. Because you got your family, your mom looking at you, your close homies. And I don't even know if they knew. I'm pretty sure they know that is going pro. So they like, what the hell? Like, this is like, damn, the transition from this time to that, it's like, damn, it's finally here.
Yeah.
So yeah, big night, man.
And then does that are you the type of person that puts extra pressure on yourself, or do you go more with the flow? Like, now that you're pro, do you have like higher expectations? Are you like, fuck, now I got to film like an even better video, like all the things that come with being pro? Or was it just like another step, of walking and it wasn't that big of a deal for you?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I think, definitely. I'm always a go with the flow type of person for sure. But it definitely, I don't put a lot of weight on myself because then you'll go crazy. Right. You start thinking, so I just like, go with the flow. And then it's like more like, definitely put pressure on you because, I mean, you should always want, if you put out a video part, the goal is to top the next one, top that one, show progression because people don't want to see the same tricks. You got to be out there practicing in the skate park or in the streets where you learn some in the skate park, take it to the streets while you still got it before you lose that trick. At least you learned it, you took it to the streets, and you don't have to do it again. But obviously, the goal, you want to keep learning so you could do it and do it down some bigger or whatever it is. But yeah, it's just like you want to top each part. That's just, I mean, that should be the goal for everybody because after a while, like it almost take the fun out of it because it came to a point where I felt like I was doing the same tricks, like. I felt like I wasn't progressing, but everybody felt like different. But to me, I was just like, I got to learn something new. Like whether it's like a new trick, but like obviously a new trick down a set of stairs, or a tech manual trick. It's like, all right, well, you always do this, flip in, try to flip out. So that was always been the goal to try to do some tech manuals. And obviously love skating stairs, add some jumping in there. But
Sick, dude. Yeah. I was talking to Shane recently, and he was mentioning that you and Herm were some of the early guys that were repping shake jump, like from the early on, like Shane's the homie. I just did a podcast with him like a couple weeks ago, but talk about that situation because it's like a lot of the same crew, but it's its own thing, and like. You guys are doing some really cool stuff with that and having premieres as well and whatever. Yeah. Like, how has Shane helped you with, molding your career and been a part of your life? Shake John is like the same like family as Baker, same distribution, same at Baker Boys. Obviously, some dudes that's not on Baker, well, plenty of dudes that's not on Baker's on Shake John. It's a family thing. A lot of Florida dudes, Jamie Foy, Christian Henry. Okay. Sapita.
The list goes on. But Shane built that himself. That's all him. It's like he knows what he likes and what's dope. And Wade Desarmo, that's one of my favorites. I got a lot of favorite skateboarders, but yeah, Wade, like him, he's like, should we put him on Spencer Hamilton? I'm like, hell yeah, you should. And boom, he would do his reaching out, and sure enough, it is there. They got their signature grip now. So he built a dope team. It's like very diverse. But yeah, Shane always been a big homie. Even today, every time we go out, I get so excited to see him because Beagle will tell me who's coming. But recently, we was out like 2 weeks ago, and he just showed up. I'm like, yo, that really made my day. And I always tell him because it's like, he'll hype you up. So your energy could be a little off or something. Like, yo, right here, like, let him know what it is. So like he gets you hype. He just always been a hype man. Like even the Shake Jam videos and Baker videos, Red on Red Gutter. Like we'll go to skate parks and kids. That's a staple. Like Shane is just that dude. He's so funny. It's just like Baker 3 days. There was just so much hijinks in there. Even with Beagle, that he is just remember that. Antoine, eat that shrimp. So it's just like Baker's just a staple. Same with Shake Jen. It's just like they all come from hijinks. So it's like a big family. But Shane always like pushed me. He's like, bro, you doing well. Like he always give me good advice. Like, yo, like you gotta understand you've been doing this for so long. Like you came up in a different era than some of the dudes today. Then we got some dudes that came up around the same era. But it was like, yo, bro, like you gotta understand, like Drew put you on for a reason and seen something in you, but you gotta understand and give yourself credit. He was like, yo, you did the skate, and he always like, yo, like give yourself some credit sometimes. So sometimes I'll be hard on myself. It's like, nah, you gotta cut that out because that's not what it is. So he always is like a big homie and a mentor.
That's so important.
Very. Because some people don't have that.
You're right.
And a lot of kids today get lost. They think it's just about certain things. Like you gotta like know what's cool and what's not. Some people don't know that.
Right.
You gotta find that out on your own. It's either gonna go good or it's gonna go bad. So thank God I had Drew around and Eric Ellington. Shout out Eric. He the reason why I'm on Thunder Spitfire.
Nice.
And Drew got me on America at the time and Crew. Well,
All
Eric
right.
got me on Thunder Spitfire. Yeah, Drew helped me get on. No, Eric got me on Crew. But yeah, so it's just like you need a big homie. That's just with anything. Like just to tell you when you slipping and before it gets worse, before it's too late. So you want your homie to be like, yo, you need to step it up or get it together because you're going downhill or you're doing good. Good advice or bad advice. So you need a big homie. And Shane is one of them. Same with Beagle. As a kid, I'm like, it's this gap in Huntington Beach called the Talbert Gap. Antoine Vero Hilden and Baker 3, I did from Big Man. And that might have been the same day, I don't know. But I wanted, and I think I switched back hill to 2 maybe. But anyway, I wanted a back hill. Beagle was like, yo, you should try switchback heels. Try a switch. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. And it's like, yeah, you don't know till you try. It's like, we're not going to do no back heel. We're going to do switch today. And I always tell them today, like that always guided me, like with trick selections. Because also a big thing in skateboarding too, you got to know how to put a line together.
Right.
You got to know what trick to do first. And you can do a flat ground or no flat ground, depending on how space it is to the next ledge or set of stairs. But I always tell them like, yo, you guided me and to put things together because you got to know what tricks go with what tricks. You can't do like two. Well, I mean, nowadays you could kind of do two. You could do a crook, flip in to a crook, and then you could do a crook, flip out. Like, but it's like, it's different variations, different skating nowadays. But you almost like could do a 5-0 trick and then a heel flip trick into a grind or somehow. But now it's like different. But at the time, it's just like, he always just told me how to put things together. And now it's like I learned. And he always told me like, yo, you paid attention as a kid. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I mean, I had no choice.
So sick. Yeah. I mean, what's it like when you really start traveling? You're flying around, you're going to Europe, you've been to probably Australia, you've probably been to a lot of places.
That's one place I've never been. It's crazy. Never been there, which is great. Yeah.
Okay. Well, where do you go where you're like, maybe it's China or Barcelona where you're like, are you fucking kidding me? Like this place rules, like marble benches everywhere or whatever.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, China has always been my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's always been my favorite. I love that place. It's like number one. I mean, I've never been to Japan, but China, and of course Barcelona for sure. It's like the best mango pass, but China's like marble ledges everywhere. Remember, the Nike video was in the Chronicles. It's 2 mango pass in a row, but like granite ground, like smooth ground, and it's like the best mango pass in the world. Still today, it might still be there. I wouldn't think that it's not. And you could, like George Brzezinski skated too, where you could go, it's a ledge on top where you could skate it to a manual, or you could go across. Like, it's so many options. And it's just like, China and Barcelona always been my favorite. Like, obviously been to London. London got dope spots. But yeah, it's China. It's China for me. Like, granite stairs, like smooth, like you fall, you slide, and you don't really got to worry about getting hurt. It's crazy. It's like, China, it's like this perfect 9 stair out there. Me and Shane O'Neill skated. Like, I think I did switch tray. He did like switch big heel in a couple tries, and he went off. I think it was another filmer, and he went off and like filmed some other stuff. He just like Shane O'Neill, one of the best skateboarders in the world, just nailing tricks, just going crazy out there, just back to back. So we spent some time together out there. But yeah, China for sure. Love it.
Yeah. So who are some of the guys that you've really like traveling with? Like if you had an option, like I need this guy to come with me, who are we talking about?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if we doing like a skateboard trip, for sure my bro P Rod.
Okay.
Louis Lopez.
Yep.
Who else? For sure. We could, like, filmer wise, we could use Chris Ray. We could do Jason Hernandez, of course, Beagle. But as far as skaters, like Louis, of course, P Rod. Oh, I definitely, man, we had a good time in Barcelona. Mikey Taylor, please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Loving Mikey to be on the trip as well, for sure.
Nice.
Who else? Yeah, man, Paul and Mikey for sure. Who else do we got? It's always a good time with Shane. It's been way overdue. When we share the parts together, it'd be nice to rekindle that. And like one of the close homies, Uriel, my boy Uriel, like it's always good to have a close homie that I grew up skating with to come on a trip and experiencing some stuff. But for sure, P Rod and Mikey Taylor, when we went to Barcelona, we had such a good time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I still got the photos. It's amazing.
And
probably my favorite trip.
And Nike knows how to travel too. They put you in good seats and they take care of you.
They do. I mean, early stages, I think they cut down lately. They cut down the past 3 years, but I mean, we're going first class, like super crazy hotels. They ain't putting in, rinky dink, but the first class, they ain't really doing that. You're going to just go business. We're just going to get you there. You do what you do, but the hotel be cool. And we're going to pay for everything else. You just got to skate. So, yeah, no, they definitely look out for us for sure.
Damn, I remember we went on that skate rock trip and you showed up and you were there. I think you were there like a day or two, and then you lost your laptop or something, right?
Yeah, I did. Exactly. Yep, I lost, and that's so crazy because like Drew was like, "Yo, you've been doing so well," and he bought me a laptop, but then I lost it. I didn't even use it. Brand new laptop. Whoever got it, they excited. Brand new.
It was still on the plane.
On the plane. Oh my God, I was so hurt. He was like, "Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry about it." And I kept calling. Like when we were on the trip that day, and when I got home, it was like, "Yeah, still no laptop." I'm like, "Yeah, I bet." Nobody returning that. It's brand new.
We went straight to those blocks in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the 4 block. Yeah.
That was a session, man. Andrew going for it. You coming off on the curve, like.
Yep, exactly. Trying to backside flip and like almost falling off. And what Drew did that day down the 4 block? What did he do?
I think he didn't do it, but I think wasn't he trying Caballerial or something?
That's what I think. Yeah, he was Kevin. I was gonna say that. Yep.
Yeah.
And we had the 3 block skating that. Yep. That was a good squad we had. See, those were the days.
That was insane. We had Herman, we had Baca, we had Ty Evans somehow was out there with a Tiva.
I know, we dragged Ty, we had a Tiva. Bro, we had a good squad. Like, man, that was amazing. Remember that like yesterday. So fun. Yep. Sure do.
Okay. Where's one of the weirdest places that, like, you've gone and you're just like, what am I even doing here? Like, have you had to go to like some island or something for some weird signing or a demo or anything where you're just like, whoa, this place is bizarre?
You know what? I mean, it's a random place. I was like, why are we here? It was Iowa. That one I just didn't get it. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, there's nothing here. Like, all the tourists, like, yeah, we got all these dope spots when we get here. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I need some answers. Who picked Iowa? Yeah, my homie, shout out my boy Ludacris, Colin Slew, he in the Shake Jump video, Shrimp Zone, we shared a part. He's from Iowa, but that one's a random place. But they got some dope skaters from there, like who's from there? Iowa. They used to ride for Flip and Etnies back in the day. Like, such amazing. Was on Flip, goofy footed. Super amazing. Man. It was on Etnies and for Etnies.
I think Mike V lives there now.
Oh, Mike V, he lives out there?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know
I think Nate Sherwood's from there.
Yeah, Nate Sherwood's definitely.
Sherwood,
yeah, he's out there. But I don't know who from Flip is there.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah, he's like, when he came out in a Flip video, like, he was everything. Like, he was just that kid. I can't remember who it is.
Okay.
Man. Eric Fletcher.
Oh, really?
For him?
Yeah.
Yep, Eric Fletcher. Yep, because the homies, I'm like, who's from Iowa? So concerned. He was like, Eric Fletcher. I was like, okay, y'all got a good one. But it's like, what are we doing here, though? We need answers.
That's where they make all the cereal. They have like I think there's like on Wednesday, it's like Crunchberry Day, where the whole city smells like the fucking cereal that they're making.
Yeah, Captain Crunch and shit.
Captain Crunch,
I like Captain Crunch, so I'm gonna have to pull back up. I'm fucking with Iowa if it's Captain Crunch. If it smells like Captain Crunch, that's you out there trying to skate and fuck you up, you be hungry. Like, damn, it just smell like Captain Crunch.
You're trying to go pick up some milk. You're like,
oh, quick, right on the section. Delivery ASAP. I don't even think we had DoorDash. No, we have DoorDash. None of that shit at the time. So you have to somebody had to go to a store run to get some waters. Yeah, bring me some milk. We had no delivery at that time. Now it's different. It's a new generation.
Can you talk a little bit about like what your career's meant to your mom and your family and stuff, like seeing you do what you're doing and just like, man, it's got to be so like huge and inspirational for like your neighborhood coming out of there with Louis. And I didn't know Antoine's from that neighborhood too.
Carson.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah, well, where I'm at now, I'm in Long Beach. So he pretty much like, I'm like 15 minutes from where he grew up skating.
But I mean, just being real, like an 11-year-old kid, he can go a lot of different directions, and you didn't go some of these directions that some people fall into these traps, and you're doing it, and like, I don't know, that's such a positive thing for the kids growing up to see what you came from and what you're doing, right?
No, for sure, because it's like, how can I put it? So like, yeah, obviously. Being on Baker, we had a Baker house in Hollywood. My mom seen Baker 3. She was like, yo, she would always call me every time. Because I was doing homeschool at the time. And it was like, I'm watching skate videos, everybody up, having a good time. So it's like hard to do homework. And I'm like, damn, I got to go to school in 3 more days and turn this in. So I need to get something done. Can't just be chilling with the homies. So yeah, like mom seen a video, everybody like drinking, partying. She used to always like call me like, are you doing drugs? And I'm like, yo, like why? Like, I get it. Like, from a mom, like, to seeing something like that, like, my son's getting hooked up. She was always supportive, gave me $100 a month. I'll buy, like, some name brand shoes. Like, DC's was always on sale at my boy's shop. And then I'll buy some unnamed brand shoes, too, just to stretch it, and some shop decks. And my boy Gaten, not to go off subject, he was real close with, like, the Almost dudes. When he'll come to the Dirty, and Hawthorne, like, yo, show me a new trick you learned. And boom, he'll give me an Almost board. Like, every time he'll come, I need to show him a new trick. When he pull up, I'm like, all right, I got some for him. I needed to get this new deck. My deck was kind of like burnt out. So I always tell him, bro, like, he was a big part of my career too, like helping me like learning the new tricks and giving me a new board to learn more tricks. But yeah, like It was so easy that I could have went down that road, just seeing it right in front of me at the bakehouse. I was like introduced to a lot of things that I seen at a young age, but it was just like, nah, that ain't for me. And it's my brother, that's for them, and it's all love. And they never try to offer it to me. I'm like the young kid, so it meant a lot. They just wanted to see me skate and stuff. So I forgot where it was. It's like a skateboard premiere. And I got a drink and everybody tripped out. It was like, I know that ain't alcohol because I ain't used to do anything. I was known the kid to just not do nothing. Yeah. And that was like that for years because I never had done nothing. And I got one drink. Everybody felt like the world was about to end. And I'm like, yo, bro, y'all got to chill. I'm 21 now, but I think I could have been drinking still early on, but like I'm 21 now or 22 and I had a first drink at a premiere. Can't remember what premiere. Maybe it was a Baker or somewhere and everybody was tripping. I was like, no. I was like, yo. So ever since then, yeah, I had a couple of drinks, but I always played it cool. I won't ever get drunk in public, but I knew I had kids that looked up to me, and when moms would come to sign his autographs, I'm like, yo, my kid looks up to you like you that clean kid. And it's like, yeah, I appreciate it. And now I'm a little older. Yeah, I have a couple of drinks, but yeah, I'm always like sure of what I'm doing. Like I won't ever like overdo it. No way. So it's like, I don't know who knows me out there. Can't be sloppy and gotta stay focused. Gotta skate. Can't be out here wild and gaining weight. It's a lot comes with drinking. Just gotta like do it in the right moments in time, like a celebration for a reason. You get a trick and a shake. Maybe come home, go to a bar, get your little wine or tequila or beer, whatever it may be. But yeah, man.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
What about cars? You're pretty into cars, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a car guy, but I mean, I think we all know what we like. But as you got older, like, I mean, yeah, you could say something. You could say that. To jump into it, it's so crazy because my business manager, like, I didn't even have a license, and I'm like, yo, I want to get this car. He's like, why would you do that and you don't have a license? It's like, that's backward. I was like, but I want it. It's like, well, it's your money. Like, I'm not gonna let you do nothing that's dumb, but it's like eventually you'll have to get a license. And I was like, all right. So, kid you not, first car was a Porsche Cayenne, the truck, and
damn,
and I couldn't drive. So the homie drove it out the lot because I was like, yo, bro, you know I can't drive. You gotta drive it. And the dude at the dealership was looking at me crazy. It's like, why isn't he driving this new car off? And he looking at me like weird. I'm like, damn, only if he didn't know I don't know how to drive. So it was embarrassing. So the homie drove it off the lot, and then it was parked in the driveway for so long when I lived in Gardena. I'll just look at it every day like, dang, I'll go in the car just to play music and sit in it. And it's like, yo, one never started because I didn't know how to drive. So it was one time, they wanted me to go to Popeyes 10 minutes from the house to go get some chicken. And the car came with rims on it. And I remember it just so narrow. I was like, dang, I should have just parked and went in and got it. But I wanted to just drive through and just get it and go. Scraped the whole ram. So pull up, get chicken. I'm like, damn, can't wait to get back to see how this looks. So that was a test for me to go there. There we go. Go there and get the chicken. And I came back. I'm like, yo, whole ram was like scraped. I was hurt. So they was like, yo, we need to get you on the computer so you could sign up and go get this test. Don't do this driver's test. So I think it took me 2 times to pass the written because you get 3 times. So that first time, they was like, yo, you could go back in and take it. I'm like, really? They was like, yeah. Boom. Because I only missed like 3. And they were confusing. I knew all the rest of them because I was studying, but those 3, I was like, dang, I might get these wrong because I don't know these. So and those are the ones I did get wrong. So I went in and took time and I passed. Driving, it took me 3 times because they wanted me to parallel park. And I wasn't good with parallel parking. It was like, oh, park between these 2 cars. I was like, damn, I don't know how this going to go.
That's a hard one when you're young.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, yo, you got to get close to the front car and back it in the swerve. It's crazy. But now I can parallel park. But so I signed up for like driver school, but it's so crazy. They gave me the car with the student driver thing on the top. And I'm like, bruh, y'all could have gave me a regular car that don't got that. So it's so crazy. I'm driving and I'm in my area in Inglewood because I took it in Inglewood. Came across a homie at the light and he's laughing. He's like, bro, you don't know how to drive. I'm so embarrassed. And I had more drivers. I said, no, I can't go. The homie see me in traffic. It was a wrap. Couldn't do it. So I took it and I did it in Long Beach. The homie clowned me. It had student driver, and obviously the windows ain't tinted. So the homie's like, bro, he DM'd me like, bro, you don't know how to drive. He was laughing, it was embarrassing. I felt like I'm from there, so I felt like I'll run into more people. So I was embarrassed. So I was like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. I canceled that class and did it in Long Beach where nobody would know me.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Bro, and it was it's easier in Long Beach.
Hey, but a few years later, you're pulling up next to him with a Porsche. It's like, who's laughing now?
Yeah, ain't no laughing now. Yeah, you see how your boy coming, man. Your boy came from the Porsche. Then it's like, all right, a little older, like time go by. I always live with my sister, so I was like, dang, I want to move out one day. I always would say that. And she was like, no, you're not. You're not gonna move out, but it's kind of hard to live on your own after being with your family so long because you become a grown up, and then you in a spot by yourself. If you ain't have a girl at the time. So then that, and it just like, it was different. But then went from that, it was just like, dang, all right, got a Bentley. So I at the time, I don't regret it. I should have like say like, this man's like, oh, you should get a Mercedes or something like that's a little bit more easy to fix. Which was like problems, obviously. When it came to get fixed, you want to do the maintenance in time. Those pockets was talking big maintenance. Yeah. You had to like figure it out, man. Then the Bentley was like a whole different thing. So, and I went through 3 of those. I like not at a time, obviously, but I had like two doors and 1 4-door. The 4-door, and the 2 doors was fun. They were all fast, but the 2 doors, obviously the sports car. But I remember we had an autograph signing. When you driving it, the shocks went out. So I pulled up. I forgot who it was. It was Flynn, Ryan Flynn. Shout out Flynn. He was like, yo, your shit got hydraulics. Because when I turned it off, it would be like this. It'll be upside down. Like the front would be like down there about to touch the ground. They're like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you got a hood-ass Bentley. I was like, yo. It looked crazy. I was like, yo, bro, you drive Bentley. That should look hood and ratchet. I was like, yeah, I got to get it fixed, man. Y'all got me. Yeah. And then now we got the R8. So
that's where you're driving now?
Yeah. So we got that thing. Just a Bentley after trying it so many times. Good car, of course. But it's like, dang, I want to try something different. So I'm fine with this. What's your favorite car you've had? Favorite car I had, I would say the R8. Like, I like that more. And thank God I was able to pay it off. So I'm just going to stick with that. And I just got me a little Honda, little skateboard whip. Because sometimes to go with Beagle, I would just, if he don't pick me up close to them, we skate out my area. If I had to go out his area, then I'll just drive the R8. But it's kind of sketchy pulling up to schoolyard. I'm like, damn, my shit could end up on bricks. Thank God that never happened. But people are always looking. We'll skate in the hood. And I'm like, don't know the direction. I'm like, damn, Biggs, if I knew where I was going, cars are looking, like people in their cars, like, yo, who car is that in our hood? So it was sketchy, but I had to go do what I had to do. I know skating is number one priority, so I made it happen. But I just got a little skate whip not too long ago and got to do a couple of maintenance, but we heavy in the streets this year. But yeah, the R8, I mean, my favorite car, like, when Drew asked me back in the day, early Baker days, he was like, I thought he was going to give me a car. He's like, what's your dream car? And I was like, a Cadillac CTS. Those are still fly. They casual was like, okay. And I'm like, dang, maybe the boss can buy me a whip. But yeah, I never got one. I was like, dang, that would have been tight. But I thought for sure he was going to get me one because he asked. But then, like my favorite car, I'm a big Rolls Royce fan. But I like those McLarens. Those are dope. Oh, okay. Those are fire. That's like, if I was able to get that today, I would get one. But it's not about cars. But that was like, it all worked in from the Porsche to the Bentley to the R8. Now, maybe one day. One day, that'll be nice. Me and my wife went to Calistoga just to relax, and we went. Yeah. We treated ourselves a little nicer, and we stayed at this nice place. And we pull in,
and it's the whole parking lot is McLaren.
Oh yeah. Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah, they rented out part of the place and they were doing their presentation. So there was like 30 cars, all the sickest McLarens. I was like, holy, we're
colors.
Yeah, like the F1. I think the F1 driver, maybe Lando or one of those guys, was gonna meet him somewhere, and they were gonna, show off some of this to some of the higher end people or whatever.
Yeah, that was working at the hotel.
Those cars are insane, dude.
They nice. The whole shape of it just looks sexy.
Yeah.
Like like some people know about cars. I don't know about cars. I just like the way they look. Some people like, oh, this and that. So when I go to mechanics, they be trying to get me. I have to call the homie like, yo, like they said this is wrong. They was like, nah, because I have a car guy, my brother, like not real brother, but like family. He'll get the car a little cheaper than what it is. Yeah. And he'll be like, all right, that's what we're doing. Or I got a mechanic, go here, because they're like, oh, my little bro coming, they're gonna make sure I'm taken care of, because they're like, oh, young dude, even go to car wash. They're like, yo, you want this? I'm like, nah, I just need a basic. They give me the highest one on the list. I'm like, no, bro, I don't need all that. I just need tires and rims cleaned and a vacuum. They try to give you the highest one on the list. It's like, nope. So it just sucks. Like, I mean, we live in a world, people try to get you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like you got to know what you're doing. So I took some time to learn a little something, so I know better to not just spend money on just anything.
What do you got, like a good story from like I don't know, five-star partying with Lil Wayne or somebody, where you're just like in some crazy place with like the rap crew, or like, I don't know, you see some actors or something, or Nike took you somewhere where you're like maybe with basketball players, or like what's something where you just been like, God damn, I'm sitting with LeBron, or like.
Right. You know what? I mean, I'll say one thing, and I'm gonna jump into that. Well, shout out my boy Gian. He used to work for Nike, but like not SB, like probably just like regular Nike. And okay, oh yeah, we got enough battery. Yeah, and I took a homie to a Laker game, and they was like, "Yo, I got one ticket courtside." I'm like, "Damn, I never think I'd take court, so I'm not gonna pay for that. It's expensive." For like 10 grand and up, and he was like, "Well, that's your partner, Theo." I'm like, "You gonna be good right here?" He's like, "Yeah, go experience that." I was like, "All right, bro, you gonna be good?" He's like, "Yeah." Boom. Courtside, Denzel Washington right next to me, talking to the homie. And I pulled out my phone like to get. He was like, "Nah, enjoy the moment." And I was like, all right. But it was just dope, because that's like one of my favorite actors. I don't watch movies too much, but every movie he been in is just the man. So
yeah,
he's like, yeah, he's the man. So, but that was that. But then what's the one guy? He like older cat. He's a stylist. I think he's at every Laker game, courtside, like every game. But he has
Jack Nicholson.
No, not him. It's like he always wear a hat, like a cowboy hat with a suit.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah,
every game. Even I watch on TV, he's right there in the cut. Like, and I'll go to the games, a lot of Laker games, because like one of the co-owners is a good friend of mine, so he'll hook it up sometimes. But he had every game. And I remember Nike rented it out. I think it was for an NBA collab, because it was me, Costin, Stefan, and Malto. So I remember I got the photo on the ground. We all had jerseys. I had Lakers. So I'm from LA. And everybody had a team from where they was from.
Right.
Also had Kansas City.
Yep.
Maybe Beagle was there hanging with us too, I think probably. But it's just like amazing house where he ran out to all the big companies, and just every celebrity was in there, because everybody know who he is. So it was just like, damn, they're just walking by you, grabbing a drink. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So that was a dope Nike party that I would never forget. That's probably one of my favorite ones. But also they did a Nike thing a while back where they had like Fabulous perform, and that was in New York, and that was dope. I forgot what that was about, but I'm a big Fabulous fan. I'm like, dang, y'all got Fab to come out. All right, now we talking. Y'all do these parties correct. We're in the right spot. And then with Lil Wayne, that's my brother. I was texting him like a couple of days ago. Well, I was actually talking to him yesterday, just through text. But just to see if we could get something going this year, like with some skateboarding, just like switch it up, do something different. Me and him, he want to talk. It's more of an in-person thing than just over text. But we brought New Year's in together. That was dope. P-Rod showed up. Shout out Yo-Yo came through. Spanish Mike. Yeah, he ran out some mansion like Beverly Hills or Hollywood. And yeah, it was nice. Nice women, of course, and of course, bunch of tequila. Paul showed up. Everybody was a little tipsy. It was a good time. It was dope to see Paul there and some of his artists, and yeah, just been around like a bunch of places like Wayne Hill. Like when I flew out, paid for myself. We went to New Orleans when he had the Louisiana Festival. It was like, well, we won't say that, but we could say that one. But it was Drake versus Wayne. That's what it was called. So they both, Drake and Wayne, is two big artists, and obviously Wayne discovered Drake and Nicki Minaj. So those are his artists, even as big as they are. But he gave them a career.
Oh,
but, so they wouldn't be where they at if we went for the GOAT. But yeah, so they going at it. They both got hits. It was like Wayne, like, oh yeah, that's all you got. And then Drake would play a hit, and everybody like, damn. They go back and back because they just got hit after hit.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah. So seeing that, and they're just amazing, and just after, like, it's an after party. We at the Club Live. Like, I'm at Wayne's table. Right next to us is Drake. I'm like, damn, Drake right here. And Drake just chills, just mellow. And then Wayne with all the homies, and you know how I go. Girls are just like, pick me. They want to come up to the table. So the homies, they go grab them, and they take them back, and they do what they do. And I'm on a trip with the homie Yuri. We both flew out there together. So we go our separate ways. I'm like, all right, brothers, good to see y'all. And we go back to the hotel. We really came for that day, and we flew back out.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so it's just been a lot of good times. Like, and then we went to China for the Chinese Festival of Sports. It was like Paul George built a relationship with him, Rudy Gay, good homie, both of them.
Wow.
And Amari Stoudemire was cool. Talked to him a little bit.
Damn.
And LeBron was there, but LeBron was like with his agent, was top dog. He said what's up to us, but he was on his own mission. But everybody else hung out with us, and we built a relationship with them. And I'm still cool. Paul George, Rudy Gay. We follow each other, and
that's sick, dude.
Yeah, so that's dope. And then yeah, we just all out there. Like, they call us all on stage, and China's big. They love big on sports, and of course they call the basketball dudes out, and it was just amazing. It was me, P-Rod, Stefan, and Costin, I believe. And Omar Salazar might have been there too, if I'm not mistaken. And you call LeBron, they go crazy. It was just dope to be in the room with all them. Like, and Hunter was there. It was nice. I think maybe Scuba was there probably. If he was still at Nike at the time. But it was dope. So it's some good memories for sure. Trying to see what's something like I tripped off of. Like, damn.
Have you ever met Michael Jordan?
No, that would be crazy. That I don't get starstruck. I think like the people that like mess with me, like the Lil Waynes, the Snoop Doggs, like these are all homies that I could call. But it's just like, and it means a lot that they like mess with me. Is dope. But like people, of course, from the outside looking in, people like homies like, yo, you was just with Snoop Dogg. Like, how is that? I'm like, shit, it's Snoop Dogg. I don't know. He's cool.
Yeah.
But people dream and live for that. Like, I mean, that's a moment. Like, I mean, Beagle go one day to smoke a joint with Snoop Dogg. I want to make that happen, but I haven't seen bro in a while. His compound's in Inglewood, but I'll run into him eventually. But that would be dope for Beagle to smoke a joint with Snoop. But
yeah,
Michael Jordan to do it. That would do it. That would definitely do it. That would do it 1,000%. I don't like know a couple of people that like throughout skating and being on Nike definitely opened the doors for certain things. But yeah, right. Michael Jordan, you called it. That would be the one.
That's the one for sure.
Yeah, that would be the one. Yep.
I just saw that movie.
Kobe too. Kobe would have been nice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Him and Kobe would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Paul and Costin got to meet him. That would have been nice.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I would have. That's one dude I wish I could have because I'm a big Laker fan. I would have did it. Kobe would have did it. Yeah.
Well, who you got your eyes on in 2023? Like, who are some of these kids? There's so many goddamn good skateboarders nowadays. It's hard to figure out who like your favorite is and whatnot. Like, who have you seen that's kind of given you like a little flavor that's a little different from everybody else? Maybe you're hyped on, somebody's part that you just saw or just seen them skating in the streets or whatever.
Big fan of Deeds. Thick.
Yeah.
Just creative. Love watching him. Any part, I'm quick to watch it. Shout out Dylan Jayup. That's on Primitive now. Good pickup.
Okay.
Let me see if I got one more. D's, Dylan Jayup for sure. Um, who else? Like, I know it's somebody else for sure. Hold on. And that's like new. Yeah, they pretty new. Yeah, Dylan and somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they still new. Who else? It gotta be one more. Who else? Then I'm like, damn, okay, like, Ronnie Kestner.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. Like Ronnie a lot.
Okay, sick.
And I got one more, my boy Gage Boyle.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Gage.
Gage is tight.
He's super tight. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we'll end with this one. What's one of your favorite experiences you've had in San Francisco? Because that's the city I live in.
Yeah.
You been here much?
Not, you know what? Was he there? No, yeah, I have. Yep, but it's been a while.
Okay.
It has been a minute. So I'm way overdue for SF trip. Definitely want to come out there because so many spots.
Have you ever come up to like a Skater of the Year party or anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope, haven't been. Nope, just look at it from home. It looks epic. No,
Yeah.
I haven't. Hopefully, if y'all do one for sure, I'll be there. Because also it's like, damn, I'm always skating, but it's like, and now in this generation today, Schmitty, it's like if you're not really in the mix, like you could always post and be skating, but it's like I always was out at all the like premieres and all that. Like I still go to some of that, but it's like you almost kind of grow out of it in a way. It's like I'm always gonna skateboard. Like skateboarding's number one, but it's like I don't know. It's just like we in like a different era now, and times are different. So it's like I'm a little older now. So, yeah, so I look at it like I'll just catch it at the house, like, or if it's like dang big primitive premiere or something. Of course, like Baker Shakedown or something like. I'm like, damn, I gotta make it to this, but. I used to be at everything. So it also almost backlash is like it's like almost people forget about you.
Right.
If you're at these things 24/7, like Tampa Am, Tampa Pro, so I'm way overdue for that. Well, obviously Tampa Pro. Skaters contest every now and then. Because I'm like more like to be in the streets, but I'm not really a contest skater. Same with Drew. He tried Street League. He was like, I just did it just to do it, get my money and leave. I was like, I don't blame him. So he's like, I got 5K to show up, I'm out. So that was a good start. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But no, Tampa Pro is always fun. That's like my favorite contest if I had to skate one. I remember Nike wanted me to skate Street League. I was like, now it's different. Like you got to enter all these contests to make it in there. At the time, they sponsored it, but they still do. But they were like overall the face. And I was like, oh, you should be in it. Like, and I think that kind of like backlashed on me, like as far as the long term, because it's like they really wanted me to skate that, and it's like almost just show face. It's like, of course, I'm gonna try to do my best. Of course, I'm not just gonna go out there and just lollygag. Definitely want to land some stuff, but it's just different. Like, it's different times of skating now. It's like, I mean, now you can model, good money out there because some skate brands ain't paying really, so. Now it's acceptable because back then you modeling, you'll get like everybody's on your head. Like you can't get away with that. So you see like Lil Dre doing it. He's killing
it.
Oh yeah. I'm sure you got a dope agent. Shai's doing it well. Marcos Montoya. I see a lot of dudes are doing it. I remember seeing it was sick. Seeing Room Glitchberg with an LV all the way the whole like sweatsuit. I'm like, damn, that's fire.
Yeah.
But it looks so good on them. But it's just like it's sick that you can see people in that type of stuff. And shout out Virgil for opening the door for skateboarders and putting them in their first fashion show again, giving Lucian Clark his first Louis Vuitton deal because Louis Vuitton don't got to sign anybody. They make money and they sleep. So that was dope. And yeah, Virgil opened the door for that. Off-White and signed skaters to that. And it's just amazing to see. But yeah, just a different time that we live in. I mean, I miss the old era. It's just like you got the game and the TikTok. And a lot of money goes to them.
Yeah, right.
And it's crazy because we out here jumping downstairs, but they making money at home playing these video games. No shade to that, but it definitely tell you it's a different time. And it's not all about just skating nowadays. And it's like, it's different. If you know what I mean.
For sure. Yeah. But I mean, to each their own too. I mean, somebody told me that recently, he was like, everything gets whack or changes or these different things, but what you find in it is still skateboarding. So skateboarding's not the problem. It's the people or the other ways that infiltrate it. But skateboarding's always going to be what you want skateboarding to be.
Facts. It starts with you. Exactly. So you do what you want to do, but also the generation. So you got to adapt somewhat.
True.
But I'm not going to do nothing corny or something just because it's a lot of money on the table. I'd rather pass because it don't fit me. I'm not just going to take dollars, and if you want me to wear something that I don't feel comfortable in, and it might be, oh, you got 40 grand, we'll fly you to London, but I'm like, that don't see me wearing that shit. I'm sorry. Give that shit to somebody else. I
gotta pass on that one. Hard pass.
Checks sound good though, but nah, I can't take it.
Well, give me
one out my character.
Give me a few songs off your playlist, something that's fire right now for you. I always appreciate your music. There was this thing, I think it was Instagram early days, and you were, dude, I watched this on loop. I don't think I ever told you this, but you're driving in your car, and it was to those I'm on tight, hospital homies, and we do it every night. You ain't got the right. You know that one?
Oh, yeah. Ray Sherman, So Tight. Yeah, that's the hit. Oh yeah, that's
you put that song into my head, and I loved like you were doing this and everything. Oh yeah, and I, dude, all of a sudden that shit was in my playlist forever.
Just rock. I love it. I'm glad I was able to do that, Schmitty.
Yeah.
I love you, big bro. That's a good one.
Okay, what's anything new you're listening to that I should know about?
Let me see. Yes, sir. Well, YG Toxic. It's called Toxic. That's one of my favorite songs right now. Every time I go out, I gotta play that one. Like my homie, he knows when I'm there. He's like, bro, I know what you want to play before we close.
Okay.
Yes. Lil Durk featuring J. Cole is called All My Life.
Okay.
Let me see. What else I got? Eric Bellinger. It's called Curious. Featuring Fabulous. That's a new one. My brother OGZ Geek Elite featuring Bia.
Okay. Sick, dude.
Tyler the Creator, shout out my bro. Dogtooth.
Dogtooth. Okay, I haven't heard that one.
It's amazing. Definitely check that one out. I think you're gonna like that one. He came crazy.
Those guys came crazy at the Thrasher Death Match in Austin, Texas. Stage dives off the roof. Like it was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like all of a sudden out of nowhere. Like I'd heard this is like before as they were blowing up like a while ago, right? And I'm just like, oh, you heard like Odd Future this, Tyler this, like da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, dude, people knocked down the fences around the barrier, charging in there, and it was just on. Like, that was a sick one.
Yeah, Tyler, man, he got that juice. He's from grew up at the Dirty Too. Shout out
really?
Tyler. Spent some time together. Yep. Shout out Tyler. Yeah. Okay. He used to skate, be up there clowning, making jokes.
Yeah.
What else? Caitlin for real. It's called Right With Ya. Blast. It's called Chosen. That's what and Tiger and Chris Brown. It's called Nasty, and I could go on, but that's a few.
That's a good. I don't want you to give up all your gems because somebody's all of a sudden gonna come out with a video part. You're gonna be like, damn, I was gonna use that shit.
Yeah, the homies. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm sure. Probably the ones I name. I don't know if they'll use them for a video part, probably, but I got some that they would use for a video part. But yeah, those are some I've been listening to on repeat for sure. And yeah.
Okay.
And Chris Brown, use one more. Shout out my bro CB, featuring Jack Harlow.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Brown featuring Jack Harlow. Damn, I'm drawing a blank. Chris Brown featuring Jack Harlow. What's that? Damn, I can't think of it right now, but it'll pop up when you see it.
Well, I'm going to make a Talkin Schmit Theotis Beasley playlist on Spotify. So you guys can go to the Talkin Schmit Spotify and then see Theotis Beasley under there, and all his songs will be under there. You could just crank it like you're driving a Bentley. Like
come on. Yeah, drive a Bentley and listen to some jams. Like, come on, wherever you may be going, it'll get you there a little faster when you
That's
jam.
what we need, right? Like music solves everything. You get the good music and everything gets washed away, and it's just like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yep, music is a big role of our life. Like I like the turned up music, but kind of when it's getting late, I listen more turned up during the daytime. But once it gets more night, I'm like more R&B.
Okay.
When I'm riding going home, I'm R&B.
Yeah.
I don't really want to hear like, oh, that nigga turned up. I don't want to hear all that.
You gotta wind down for the I see it.
Yep. I'm R&B at night for sure. I'm R&B at night on my way home. Always. It's just just nice and relaxed. I'm about to go to bed. I'm on my way home to go to sleep.
Right.
Can't be turned up. Yeah. So yep.
Well, dude, I appreciate you so much, and you're looking good, man. It's good to see you. Fuck yeah.
Thank you, man.
It's been way too long.
Mm-hmm. It's been way too long. I hope to see you soon, dude. It's been so long.
Yeah.
What's coming up? Are you in LA anytime soon, or probably
I want to be. No, I want to be. That's the goal. Maybe in end of July or something.
Okay. Yeah. I'm hopefully I'm around. I'll definitely come see you.
I'll hit you up. I'm trying to meet up with Nuge and some of the homies, so I'll definitely hit you up. Yeah.
Please grab a bite, a drink or something. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Thanks for taking the time with me, and good talking to you. I'll hit you up when I'm about to put this up and let you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm reposting all that. Anything you need, you know I'm there.
Thank you so much,
call
man.
your little bro.
I appreciate you. All right.
Vice versa.
Cheers,
you,
man.
bro.
Take care of yourself.
Yep, you too. Talkin Schmit. It's lit. Young Money. Ah.